how we can use a blend of support and challenge to help ourselves be the best that we can be and to help others be the best that they can be. So there's this model that we use in coaching called support and challenge. You might have also heard this being called the loving boot. And basically what this model shows is that the right balance of support and challenge is what creates growth. And this is based on neuroscience. So when we have really high levels of support, the brain feels safe, like genuine support, genuine nourishment, all of those things, genuinely seen, heard, validated, supported. The brain feels safe and the brain opens up. When the brain opens up and we're in these high levels of support, what we can then do is bring in the challenge. And if we bring in the challenge when the brain feels safe, it doesn't feel a threat, it doesn't shut down, and it opens us up to our creative abilities. So the problem is with so many things, and I even see this with people hopping in my DMs. Like, they hop in my DMs and straight away try and sell me something, or straight away tell me I should do X, Y, Z, or give me some feedback, right? Who else has had that? But when you do that, when you lead with that like really pushy, very masculine approach, the brain doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel like a safe space. Equally, when we only have the opposite. So I went through a phase in my business where I was told, oh, you're so inspirational, thank you. But inspirational didn't motivate people to take the next step, didn't motivate people to actually like live their best lives. And this was because I was in a high level of support. So I was like seeing, validating, listening to people, but I wasn't then saying, okay, and then what are you going to do about that? What's your next step going to be? What's your action step going to be? And the magic really lies in both of these. And this is shown neuroscientifically to be the case. So if you can have high levels of support and high levels of challenge, and you can also do this with yourself. So I find if I'm being really hard on myself or really pushy or giving myself this like massive to-do list with 10 things that I'm never actually realistically going to get done, this stuff doesn't get done. When I say to myself, and I was away last week and I actually did this when I was away, I said to myself, right, I'm going to take the pressure off. There is no pressure for me to create content for my business every day when I'm away. So I said to myself, if I do it every other day, that would be great. But I'll just listen to my body and just do what feels right in that moment without any like worries, judgments, expectations. And what happened is I gave myself so much space and so much recharge time and so much peace and stillness. I ended up creating content every single day because I was just so aligned, so in flow, and so like in that space of complete devotion to myself and others. It was like so much was coming through me. It was like, I can't not share. And it just felt so aligned and I was just so creative. So we can use this support and challenge model with ourselves as well and think about how do we give ourselves like even more love, even more devotion, even more support, even more nourishment. And from that place, this is where the loving boot comes in and we're like, okay, cool. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do next with this? Okay. Because if we just have high support, we're actually feeding like victim mode. And if we just have high challenge, we're pushing people into feelings of unsafety. And this is where the brain actually shuts down and goes into like the reptilian fight flight stage. So we really want to have both. So let me know, what could that balance look like for you today if you were to have more support and more challenge for yourself and for others? Let me know.